All right, we are down here with puppy Maizy. You find your toy, Maizy? Where is that? Where's your flirt pole? We're down here with Maizy for our week 1 video recap, and we are just starting off with a little bit of play to get these puppies warmed up. So in these recap videos, what we're going to do is go over all the training exercises that we've been practicing with these puppies for the last week so that you can see how they're doing. In your confirmation email that you should have received when you registered, I believe it's in that first paragraph, there is a link that will take you to some handouts and the video library. Definitely recommend checking out that video library. Watch the videos for week 1. It might help you to reference when watching this video how we're teaching all the behaviors, a little bit more detailed description of how we teach the behaviors and why. Okay, so it might make your recap video make a little bit more sense. I'll talk through what I'm doing, but definitely more details in the video library. Okay, oh, good girl, Maizy. So once I win this tug toy back from Maizy, we're going to get started. We're going to move into, oh, I almost got it. Move into our first training exercise. Give me that toy. Give me that toy, Maizy. And our first training exercise is charging the clicker. Give me that toy. Whoa, I got it. I got it. I'm going to steal this from her, and we're going to come back to this in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to grab my clicker. I'm going to grab some of my treats. Ho, 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 what do I have, Maizy? And we're going to charge the clicker just for a few reps. So what that looks like is click, and then, yeah, you know what that means. Good girl. And then I offer her a treat. Okay, we're going to start by doing this 3 times in a row. Good girl, Maizy. Just want the dog making the association that the sound of the clicker means that the food is coming. Good girl. Now we're going to use the clicker to teach some behavior. And the first thing that we're going to start with here is following a food lure. So again, I'm going to grab some snacks. I'm going to hold it in my hand. Show Maizy that I've got a piece of food. Have her follow. Mark that following behavior with the clicker. And then I release the treat. We'll do that a few times in a row. Good girl, Maizy. So smart. Look at you. She loves her treats. Good girl. Great. And we can also use this following a food lure behavior to start to teach the puppies what their names are. So again, I'm going to show her the food, Maizy, and this time when she's following it, I'm just pairing that with her name. Maizy, what a good girl. One more time. Maizy, perfect puppy. What a good job. You're sitting on my foot, silly. So now that we did a few things, I'm going to pull her toy back out again, and we're going to play a little bit. Woohoo! Where is it? Yeah, I like to go between maybe a few training exercises with food, back to a little bit of play. This will help create a nice, fulfilled, enriched, and tired puppy. Good girl, Maizy. What do you got? Huh? What do you got? This is one of my favorite toys to play with puppies with. This is called a flirt pole. There's a toy at the end of this pole. It's fun for the puppy to chase, it's fun for the puppy to catch, and it's fun for the puppy to tug. But notice that we can be like 3-4 feet away from each other, and we're still playing together. So this is teaching my puppy a little bit of bite inhibition. When we play, you don't have to bite me. You're chasing and biting the toy. So if you're interested in getting a flirt pole, I do have a link to this exact flirt pole on my products page on my website. It'll take you right to Amazon, and you could buy one. They're not that expensive if you wanted to get one for your puppy before they come home. Oh, and I'm going to steal that flirt pole away from Maizy again, and we're going to move into our next set of training exercises. So this next one is going to be the hand target. Okay, I'm going to show Maizy that I've got a piece of food in my hand. This might look a little bit similar to following the food lure, except I'm going to move a little faster this time, okay? So I'm going to show her that I've got the food. Maizy, touch. And you'll see how my hand disconnects from the puppy And I click the clicker when she reconnects. Daisy, touch. Wow! So I'm teaching the puppy to target their nose to my hand, hence the name hand target. Maizy, where is it? Touch. Good girl. So this is a nice little following exercise. Teaches our puppy to move from point A to point B. You can use this as an informal recall while you're still practicing other recall games with your puppy. And I feel like she might have to go potty. Do it in the potty box. You gotta go pee-pees, you do it there. Do it in the box. Wow, good job. Look at that, you just made it. Perfect, yay. All right, now after our hand targets, we're gonna practice our first position, which is sit. I'm gonna show Maizy that I got the food. Sit. Good girl. After she gets that cookie, I'm gonna use a release word, okay, to release her out of position. Let's do that a couple more times. Maizy, sit. Good job. Okay. And one more time. Maizy, sit. Yeah, good girl. Okay. Very nice. So you'll notice I'm going to use that okay release word for every time we practice our positions and also when we work on the mat, which is next. So the mat will turn into a stay type behavior, but we teach this in little baby steps for little baby puppies. For week 1, step 1, we just want our puppies getting 4 paws on that mat. When they do, I'm going to click the clicker, set a couple treats down on the mat, and then release them off. Okay, good girl. We can move our mat and do that again. 4 paws on. I'm going to set one cookie down, then a second one. Just doing 2 today so they don't get too full. Okay, and release her off. Right here. There you go. Want to do that one more time, Maizy? And move the mat in between reps. Good girl. Right here, here's another one. Good job. Ready? Go get it. Okay. Okay. She is so smart. Flying through these behaviors. So we did a few more training exercises, so let's play a little bit again. Whoa, where's your flirt ball? Where is it? She likes to chase. Whoa, you gonna get it? Are you gonna, oh, I threw that right into your mouth. You're so tough. Good girl. Give me that. Oh, look at you, strong puppy. You're so strong. Yeah. So notice that if I am playing tug with Maizy, if I'm holding the pole like this, I want to make sure that I tug away from Maizy and away from myself, because if she lets go of this right now, it's going to fly in the opposite direction. I want to make sure I'm not holding it like this so that it doesn't fly at my face, right? So you could kind of tug away from yourself like this, or you can even hold on somewhere in the middle and tug with them like this, so that it's not going to fly at your face, right? Oh my goodness, you're such a strong puppy. Look at you. Wow. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. So as soon as I win this back from Maizy, I'm going to steal it, and we're going to practice our last few set of exercises, last couple of exercises, which is some handling stuff. I'm going to steal this from you. Whoa, you love that flirt pole. Wow, good girl. All right, so for this last round, I am not going to use the clicker. So instead, I'm going to use a verbal marker. I'm going to say yes. And the reason for that is just because I need 2 hands for this. Okay? So I've got some treats in my hand. I'm going to come down here with Maizy. I'm going to get her connected to this food lure up here with my opposite hand. I'm just going to pet her. Yes. And then when I say yes, I'm going to let her have one of those cookies that's in my hand. I'm going to try not to drop them all over the ground either. Okay? Now this time, I'm going to take this hand and I'm going to bring it underneath her belly. I'm just gonna kind of hold her still. Yes, feed her one, okay, and then release her out of position. So what I'm doing here is just teaching the puppy to hold still. Sometimes I need to hold you still. Okay, so now we're gonna do the same thing, but from the opposite direction. Yes, pet her a couple of times first. Right, now I'm gonna take my hand. Yes, hold her still, and then, okay, release her out of that restraint. Good girl. These exercises will be incredibly helpful for life skills later on, like groomer and veterinary visits, where things just need to happen to the puppy, and I don't want them to feel like they need to fight or bite against any sort of restraint. The very last thing that we did with the pups this week is we introduced them, started socializing them to their harness, okay? Puppies have been wearing their collars for a little while now. The harness is new this week. Good girl. So I'm gonna get that on. I'm gonna grab some cookies. As you can see, sometimes they feel like they're wearing a straitjacket. Go get it. So we just need to get them used to their harnesses. Get it. She just burped. Are you getting full? It's like, no, I could eat these cookies all day. Go get it. So we might just throw a couple get it cookies on the ground. Ready, go get it. Just to get her moving and grooving with her harness on. Look, I got one more. Go get it. Good girl, Maizy. And we can also play with them with their harnesses on. So they're moving around and they're making positive associations with being in their gear. Good girl. What is that? She really likes to tug. She likes both. She likes to chase and to tug. All right, so again, make sure you watch the videos in your video library for week 1. In your confirmation email, the very last paragraph, I believe, also has the link for your Zoom lesson. You want to get that book before your puppies go home. However, if you click on that link today, you're not going to see any Zoom availability for September. Hopefully I will be getting that squared away over the weekend, and you should be able to see my September availability for Zooms by the beginning of next week. But just give me a few days to work on that. You will have ample time to get that scheduled before your puppy goes home, okay? Good girl, Maizy. Maizy did great. So we will see ya next week for our week 2 recap.